Alright y'all boys, so it's only right that I start off by addressing the elephant in the room. Yeah, I know it's been 8 months since my last Kaiju vid, but guess what?
We do not care.
Nah, I'm just playing. But the fact that Cardi dropped before I posted another Kaiju vid is diabolical. But y'all, I kid you not, y'all boys have been hounding me in the comments every vid about a part 2 for Kaiju number 8. And I honestly didn't realize the hype for the show till I went back and looked. So I thought now would be the perfect time to drop, especially after my Discord community voted on it. And hey, don't even worry, cause I'm gonna be doing this a lot more. So if you wanna vote on what videos I make in the future, join the Discord. The link is down in the description. But anyways, y'all have waited long enough, so I'm not even gonna waste no more time. Let's get into it.
I got loyalty inside my DNA.
Alright, so we pick up right where we left off outside the Defense Force entrance exam building. With Kafka and Reno still in shock that Shorty yeeted that car across the parking lot, having that motherfucker hit the Michael Jackson lean on the pavement. Hey old man, other than smelling like 6-month-old butterscotch candy, 12 cans of Bounce That Ass, and Vicks Vapor Rub, is it just me? Or do you reek of Kaiju? And Reno knows they might be cooked. It's only episode 3 and Kafka's secret is already this close to coming out. So Reno has to be on his toes and make up an excuse real quick, trying to explain why Kafka smells worse than Blackboy Max. But before they can even finish their convo, Reno and Shinomiya get interrupted by Kafka trying his hardest to aura farm by lifting the car and saying, "Examinee number 2032, Kafka Hibino. Remember the name, aight little missy?" Boy, if you don't... So everybody heads inside, and they get straight to the physical fitness portion of the exam, just to see that this man Kafka is in worse condition than Joel Embiid's knees. Like, Unk is washed, and he can't believe it. He was just like, wait, what the hell? Why can't I keep up? I've stuck to my training routine all these years. Seriously? Is this just what happens to your body when you turn 30? So fast forward to the end of the exam, and we see out of the 225 contestants, our boy Kafka placed 219th on the physical fitness portion. Nah, that boy was really just out there participating, putting up straight Mark Phillips on Marvel Rivals type of numbers. Try. And it don't help that Shinomiya came over flexing that she just got 5th place. So now bro's literally on his hands and knees in front of everybody, just begging her to forget about what he said earlier. And I'm not gonna lie, Kafka, as the MC, you want to tighten up, cause this is embarrassing. But anyways, Reno tells Kafka that he shouldn't feel too bad about himself because this year he's competing against a bunch of 4- and 5-star McDonald's All-American type of recruits. And the person at the top of the class is none other than Kikoru Shinomiya. And Reno tells Kafka that even though he completely bombed the fitness portion, he can easily make a 3-1 comeback if he does well on the second part of the test, which has been the same for the past 2 years. Kaiju disposal, aka Kafka's specialty. But y'all already know, this was way too good to be true. So like Bruce Jenner, the Defense Force said they gon' fuck around and switch, and they doing things a little differently this year. So now for the second portion of the test, the examinee is going to be in the field with their sticks like they playing Madden, and take out Kaiju in close combat. And just take one look at Kafka's face. This is the face of pure terror. This is like your boys finding out that your sister does OnlyFans. He knows he's cooked. And after talking all that shit to Shinomiya, he knows that if he don't perform well, he's never gonna be able to win another argument in his life. So before heading into combat, the gang gets suited up like the Avengers in these power suits made by Izumo Tech. And these suits are laced with Kaiju cells and muscle fibers that mold to the user like a second skin. And not only that, but they also give the user a plus 99 boost to all their current stats and maxes out their badges, essentially turning these niggas into super soldiers. And how strong these boys get when putting on this suit is directly related to their unleashed combat power. Reno topped out at a smooth little 8%, while these two were at 18 and 15%, and Dog right here is at 14. And Shinomiya is sitting at a jaw-dropping 46% of her unleashed combat power, which is insane for a rookie, because that type of strength is on par with the squad leader. So Shorty is a generational talent, the literal LeBron James or Victor Wembanyama of Defense Force recruits. And then we have our boy Kafka, and with him being the MC and all, he gotta be tough, right? This man is sitting at 0.
Somebody smell like shit!
And Hoshina is straight up clowning this man, rightfully so. Meanwhile, Lil Miss Pigtails is sitting over there pissed cause she knows she ain't tripping. She trying to see the power that bro put on display in the parking lot earlier, and Kafka's performance up to now ain't been reflecting that at all. So once everybody gets suited up, they head out to this destroyed city type of simulated training environment where the defense forces let loose 30 plus kaiju that they've previously captured. And these boys is just terrorizing the city environment the same way Josh Giddey terrorizes the Snapchat DMs of minors.
The little pussy belongs to me.
Police! Help!
And for the final exam, the examinees is gonna have to neutralize all these kaiju effectively, efficiently, and most importantly, without losing their lives. So everybody takes off and they just float through the air effortlessly, looking like the scout regiment off Attack on Titan. And Shinomiya weighs 0 tons. She immediately shows she got more bounce than Mac McClung and just starts BO3 wall running across the terrain. And just like any other girl, when they get even a millisecond of free time, she done found herself a target. So she straight up licks this nigga, put 2 to his torso, now blood out there looking like he twins with Toji. And I'm sick. Girlie ain't even look back to confirm the kill. She was already on to the next. And oh, she's stealing. Jarvis, clip that. And everybody, including the vice captain, is glazing her right now because she's moving around effortlessly. But meanwhile, we cut over to our MC and he can't even lift his gun off the ground.
Are you serious, my brother?
So Kafka and Reno start trying to game plan, trying to figure out how they can pass this exam, because they know it's no way in hell they're gonna be able to keep up with this offensive onslaught Shinomiya's putting on. And while they doing this, Hoshina taps in on the comms like,
Hey, it's me again.
I forgot to mention something.
We've got a very special guest
With
here
us today.
Captain Mina Ashido herself is pulled up to watch you boys in action, so do your best to impress.
Wait, fine shit watching?
Then something just snapped. Something inside of me. I didn't care anymore. I didn't care about being better than Kakarot.
And I don't even gotta tell y'all already hip. Jordan pulled and already showed us what's gonna happen when baddies sitting courtside. Cause bro, trust. If I see Suni Lee or Jessica Alba sitting courtside, on my life, I'm putting up a 60-point triple-double, easy. I'ma get to acting completely different, pulling out moves I ain't never hit before.
Who gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me?
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
But anyways, Kafka is fully locked in now. He ditched the AR-15 for a Glock with a switch and got his eyes set on his first kill. He knows that by himself, he's not strong enough to take on a Kaiju. So he decides that he finna run support and throw the oop to these boys instead. And Kafka recognizes this type of beast from his 9 to 5, where bro literally has to put the Kaiju fries in the bag. So he knows that this type of Kaiju comes stocked with terrible vision, but has superhuman hearing to compensate. So this man just Kobe's a stun grenade at it like, and it just gets to blasting Dochi's music in his ear, and the Kaiju wasn't trying to hear that shit at all. So bro just gets to screaming at the top of his lungs, trying to drown out the heap and help in the mid is getting served right now. So while the Kaiju's having a complete meltdown, the other agents use this as an opportunity to get the Kaiju switched, literally blowing his back out, with Kafka right there dishing out assists like Prime Rondo. So that's one body down, and they off to the next. Yes, I can do this. I don't have to use my Kaiju power. Now's my chance to redeem myself for all of my screw-ups in the past and impress fine shit. There's no way I'm wasting this opportunity. So Kafka and Reno are full on sprinting, chopping it up, plotting their next move when
I like it, Kaiju.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
out of nowhere, this Kaiju pops up out the wall and straight up speed blitzes Kafka, hitting him harder than truck corn, turning him into a ragdoll. And Reno can't believe it. Mans is already having deja vu back to episode 1. So at this point, Kafka's just ricocheting off the pavement like a motherfucking bouncy ball before violently crashing into this concrete wall, giving him multiple contusions all across his body and a grade 3 concussion. And if it weren't for that combat suit, Blood would be out there laid out looking like Tua Tagovailoa. And Kafka knows this isn't good. The combat suits they're wearing tracks the user's vitals, and if the examiners determine that you're too injured to fight, they'll activate the suit's built-in shield, which will probably save you, but it also means you instantly fail the exam.
This is bad. They're about to deploy my shield. No! Stand up! Lock in, you useless piece of shit! The hose is watching. You can't keep embarrassing yourself in front of her. Not anymore!
Remote shield ready! Activating! Yeah, I had a feeling he'd be the first to drop out. And just as Kafka's about to be turned into this man's next meal, Kikoru swooped in at the last millisecond and literally switched chases this nigga with no effort. Stopped for 1 second and talk cash to Kafka, then gets right back to it. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of y'all know from the first vid, I wasn't fucking with Shinomiya at all. But even I'll admit, Shorty is elite, no Nike. And as a possessor of elite ball knowledge, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Shinomiya, my baby, you know ball. So we come back over to Kafka, and it's clear that his left leg is broken, so HQ checks in with him over the comms. And despite all his injuries, Mans refuses to quit. So Reno figures that since Kafka can't run anymore, he'll have to be his legs instead. So they get back in the field with Reno giving this man a makeshift piggyback ride. I'm crying, gang. This shit look goofy as hell. Out there looking like one of them tall men in the trench coat at the movie memes. But anyway, Shinomiya is still out in the field, not even giving these NPCs the chance to get a single kill. Shorty must be trying to get max score streaks. Out there doing it with ease too. Putting the max 1 or 2 shots in these boys before sending them to go hoop with Kobe. And after finishing off all these little puppies, she on to the big door. Pulls up on a Huncho, tossing a grenade at his head that did 0 damage, but her goal was to just piss him off. So while bro's on stage raging like Travis Scott, Shinomiya uses this as an opportunity to land on his mouth, forcibly keeping it open with her legs and says, "Open wide." And literally rearranges this man's guts, then proceeds to start aura farming. Now, I suppose I should head back to laughing Kafka Hibino's face for a 4th time. Shinomiya got hit from point blank range. And all of a sudden, all the corpses of the dead Kaiju in the field start rising from the dead. Looking like a new round of COD Zombies just started. And these boys have no idea what's going on. And Shinomiya's in terrible condition, just bleeding everywhere. But by concentrating the shield in her suit, she just barely kept that shot from piercing her heart. What the hell are you? How are you moving? Did it just talk? An intelligent Kaiju? What's going on? Die!
Be sure to chew thoroughly before you swallow.
And HQ has no idea what's going on, but they know they gotta do something quick, cause they star player is down and they barely have visuals on the field since they recalled the majority of the drones earlier. And the newly revived Huncho came back from the dead even stronger and now has a fortitude of 6.4, which normally is so strong that a whole company has to be sent out to take it down. But the only people currently on site at HQ that would be even remotely strong enough to box with it are the captain and Hoshina. So they start getting suited up immediately. And everybody out in the field is ordered to evacuate the site ASAP. No Rocky, cause HQ knows that shit is about to get more intense than trying to search 7 chests at risky reels. So Shinomiya hears this and was just like, evacuate? What good will that do? Somebody has to stop this thing here, or countless lives will be lost. I can still move. I can still fight. When I'm on the battlefield, nobody dies.
Man, you stupid bitch!
And yeah, Shinomiya's little speech was cool and all, even had a little mini flashback in there too. But just like Ray Rice, the Huncho was completely cool with catching a domestic violence charge and just bitch slapped Shinomiya into the next zip code. And this is bad, cause that slap loaded her ass into a whole unskippable cutscene, revealing her daddy issues, how she doesn't feel loved, and why she's obsessed with perfection. So this good old Naruto backstory no jutsu was good enough to get Shinomiya back up and into the fight, where she was ready to put a switch to his ass like a parent with a badass kid.
As long as I have one arm to use, I won't lose! I can still fight!
And she's tasting the pavement again. And even after going through all this, the adrenaline in Shinomiya's system won't let her give up. She's a woman possessed. But the adrenaline must have been hitting a little too hard, cause Shorty ain't even peeped that her whole right arm got turned into a whole Arby's curly fry till she tried lifting up her gun. I'm crying. That motherfucker really out here playing Twister at the worst time too. And on top of that, the Huncho is regenerating and charging up a motherfucking laser beam cannon. So Mina and Hoshina are literally sprinting to the battlefield, doing a digital dash trying to save Shinomiya in the game. But unless they can tap into the speed force, it's gonna be too late. And Shinomiya's already lost all hope. That dog in her is non-existent. She just fell down to her knees, put her head down, saying her final goodbyes with a single tear running down her face. But just when it looked like all hope was lost, you did great, Kikoru. Good job. Huh? What are you still doing out here? While you held this guy off, everyone else managed to evacuate. Thank you, but I'll take it from here. The boy, Kafka Hibino, finally pulled up to save the day, and now bro's just having an aura farm off with the Huncho in the middle of the battlefield, and Shinomiya can't believe her eyes. So Kafka starts powering up, ready to take on the Huncho, and HQ can't believe what they're picking up on their sensors. Another Kaiju with a power signature of a fortitude of 9.8, which would be one of the strongest Kaiju in history. So Hoshina and them just dismiss this as an error, saying that all the destruction in the area must have messed with the sensors or something.
Sorry, but I'm gonna have to make this quick. I'm running out of time here.
So this man Kafka literally stands on business, going hit for hit with the Huncho. So they both cock back, ready to deliver the meanest one-shot KOs to each other. But that Huncho should have just stayed dead, cause Kafka one-shots this motherfucker, sending it into the next hemisphere with his body completely exploded, knocking his ankles loose, leaving behind nothing but a mist trail of his blood. Then all of its guts and gore came raining down, covering the battlefield, and Shinomiya's in complete shock. She still can't believe her eyes. But as soon as that adrenaline from the fight wore off, she just completely passes out. Later, both Mina and Hoshina are on the scene with their team completely confused.
What happened here? What could even do this? Huh? Wait a minute. I've seen this before. At the incident 3 months ago. Is there some sort of connection?
And with too many unknown variables to account for, the defense force knows that something's going on, and they intend to get to the bottom of it, one way or the other. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, hit that sub button for me, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. Y'all already know I'm coming back with more vids real soon, so you don't want to miss it. Real quick, make sure you sub up to the second channel and follow me on Twitch to catch me when I go live. And if you haven't already, join the Discord community to stay updated on everything and interact with me. And as always, thank you for the support here on the main channel. I appreciate y'all.
So, yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Be smooth.